listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I'm your host, Nikki Davis Jr., licensed comedian, stand-up esthetician.
I thought you were going to forget your name.
No.
Okay.
Not this round.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With me, as usual, is co-host, Sherpa, set decorator. By the way, I was thinking, first of all, he forgot the orbs this week.
I forgot the orbs.
Yeah. I think every week maybe we'll have you do a little something different, and then we can talk about why you did that. Maybe I don't know. I had that in a dream. Like I was not in a dream. I was like in a dream state. I think I was high.
You were. Okay. I was going to say, just boil it down.
I was laying in bed. I was high, and
high.
I was like, and then I actually stopped and I said, Siri, new note, set decorator, and I wouldn't have remembered if I hadn't. I have something in my eye.
You told Siri to remember. Mind you have something in your eye?
No, I don't remember that we would talk about your
set decorations.
Yeah, because you're really good at it, but I feel like we're getting a little. I think we could change it up a little bit.
I'm going to talk to my blanket guy.
Okay.
And see if I can find some other blankets that have this level. I want the same quality of polyester and plastics.
Oh yeah.
So I think that would be very wise. But yeah, I can flip some stuff around.
Yeah.
Do you need?
Sorry, I have.
It's okay. You have an eye.
I have a fake eyelash in my eye.
Oh my god! But that's a real problem.
It's true. I think I'll be okay though. I'll be all right.
Okay, well let me know.
Do you need to take 5?
No.
Okay.
But thank you for offering.
No.
Though. No, it's I think it's just like there's something stuck to the glue, and that when I turn my eye a certain way, it will like just go into my eyeball.
Oh.
But if I'm certain ways, like here, I'm okay. I don't know. I think I'll be all right.
You'll be fine. That's why I stopped gluing my eyes for the longest time. I was like, I'm not going to do that because what if it goes inside my eye?
Yeah, you would glue them open for a while.
I did. I used to glue them open like this.
And now when I can't sleep, I just glue them closed.
We figure out a way to how to do stuff. We adapt as human beings, and we get it. I do want to change stuff on the couch. Go back to that for a second. And what I'll do is how I feel during the week.
Yeah.
I'll let that dictate what I decide to change.
Oh, I like that. And then we can discuss how you're feeling.
It'll be therapeutic,
that week.
exactly. Because I'll go through my therapies.
I don't feel like we talk enough about your therapy on this show or any show.
Well, I mean, there's like the first 5 minutes up here, so I really can't delve into too much. And then when I'm on the side couch, the guest doesn't want to hear about what I'm going through.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
No.
This guest told me I don't want to hear about what you're going through. And he wrote to me in a text message, but he put the whole thing as a hashtag. So I knew that he would go live with it.
This guest is the last person in the world that would ever tell you anything that he didn't want to hear from you.
I didn't want to hear it.
See?
Oh my God,
I'm wrong. I didn't want to hear that.
That's such a no and. I love it.
I'm joking.
That's perfect.
I'm joking. I want to hear all of it.
See, I told you.
You're the best. So that's all I had to say.
All right. Well, I don't have a ton of should I take any of these patterns off? Am I good with this, Alex? With the hand things? It's all right.
Thematically, you're great. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good with it? Good. Okay, good.
Okay, yeah.
Huh? I am the set. That's true. I know.
Yeah, they're not moiraying, are they? The gobos? I don't even know. I heard that once on a
I don't
TV
understand
show.
anything that you just said. Something about an eel and...
The Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And the moray eels.
Yes.
Have been at war since I can't even remember.
I didn't even smoke weed, and I feel really just so high from what you just said. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's why you don't need drugs in life. You just need to be around somebody who's talking gibberish all the time, and you will feel stoned.
I know. Just save me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the topic.
What is today's topic?
Oh, it's funny you should ask. Today's topic is sweet poison, how sugar wrecks your skin.
And your colon.
Yeah. And your colon. Yes.
Nice.
I wanted to, in case you're a person that sees things, what is it? If you're, I don't know.
Sees things?
You can't talk. I can't talk. So I'm a perfect podcast guest. In case you need to see, picture something, it doesn't really matter.
Visualize?
Yeah. Visualize. That would be the one.
I'm not sure what the colon.
Yeah. Visualize the title, I guess, if you wanted to visualize. But it's basically about the poison of sugar and how badly it wrecks your skin.
I absolutely love sugar, as said by any addict ever. So I get it. It is a sweet poison.
It is.
And but when you eat it, you're just like, I don't even care.
It's seductive, though.
It is seductive. It's in everything. And after a while, I found that whatever I'm eating, if I eat it fast enough, because typically I do, I end up just tasting the sugar of it and not so much the flavor.
Do you eat it? This is when I was, not to say that you're a chubby
Vietnam?
girl, but yeah, when I was back in Nam,
Okay.
when I was chubby, would eat things really fast. And I don't know why I wouldn't just savor it, but I don't know if I just did it so that like didn't have to think about the fact that I ate it anymore, or
interesting.
I don't know, but I would like take so much time to like on the way home from school, I would get like a Hostess cherry pie, Snickers bar, a bottle of Pepsi.
Yeah.
And and like some lemon heads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that would be like my snack after school.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you would eat all that before you got home.
I'd go home. My dad I was just moved in with my dad.
Okay.
And he was sleeping on a cot at that point for some reason. So I would go and sit on his cot and with the little 5-inch TV, and then I would eat all of that sugar to myself because I was alone. And so, I know it's so sad. Isn't it so sad? I know. So sad. That was my friend,
Yeah, I did the same thing. I used to eat super fast, and like usually when everyone else was asleep, and I would just load up whatever I wanted, and I'd feel so good watching Star Trek: The Next Generation that I taped on VCR. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Immigrant Family. The thing is, I wanted to have all the stuff in front of me.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want everybody to see it, either to judge me or because maybe they would have been like, my mom would have been like, oh, it didn't sound good. My grandmother would have been like, oh, eat,
Right.
But I still would have been I would have felt a little off. I like to be alone.
It makes you feel self-conscious.
Yeah. And I've done that, basically my entire life.
I used to send my parents out, and I'm only bringing the guest. They would be like, hey, we're going to go to the blah, 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 the mall, or we're going to go do this thing. And I'd be like, oh, no, I'm going to just stay home. And then I would stay home and I would lock myself into the pantry. I wouldn't lock myself in, but I would look. Yeah, I would literally eat sugar out of the bag. And then I would go into the freezer where the Cool Whip was and eat the frozen Cool Whip. Anything that was sugar or could turn into sugar I was going to eat while they were gone.
You knew. Exactly.
But
the fact that like they were so strict, or your mom was so strict in having you not, that's just proof that will happen. You absolutely limit somebody to nothing. No sugar. Okay, I'm gonna eat out of the bag.
Yeah, like straight out of the bag.
Yeah,
and we used to steal it on the way to junior high.
Wow. Don't have cocaine. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go to South America and get the coca plant and just eat the leaves. I'll go right to the source.
I'm gonna just eat the people.
Eat the people that have cocaine. Yeah, cannibalism is something you probably want to do. Yeah, you'll go into the mall. Oh yeah, and then you lock yourself in the pantry and eat somebody.
And eat Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
It's better than him eating you.
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Arm and Hammer.
I think it's the same.
Settle your stomach a little bit.
He of the Arm and Hammer family?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, creepy
Makes a lot of
stuff.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
He
full
said that, yeah,
circle.
apparently, like, yeah, exactly. The families like would have these weird parties, and it's all coming to light now with all the stuff that's been coming to light with all the celebs and the parties and all this weird stuff.
All the astrology stuff is right on.
It kind of is.
It's kind of we don't have to talk about it right now.
Yeah, let's not. Let's get you out of here.
Because I don't believe it that much. But
okay,
I do believe in some of it.
I believe it all.
No, I
believe every minute. Every minute.
Every minute?
Every
Why not?
minute.
You gotta believe in
Every
something.
word. All right.
I believe it so far.
Okay.
I'm done.
Who gets the last word?
No, go ahead.
The lawyers.
Only we're not married. Okay.
That wasn't a word.
I know you didn't get it yet.
Do you each have your own lawyer? Do you have a lawyer that like goes between
that's
you
true.
both?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the thing: we're not in competition, but our lawyers are.
That's true.
So we have dinner
Yeah.
together,
God.
but
They're
hate
married,
each other.
but they're divorcing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
we just support them.
Yeah.
Emotional support.
Emotional support lawyers.
No, we're emotionally supporting our lawyers.
Oh yeah, typical story.
Yeah.
Always happens.
The two
like that.
divorced lawyers. They're just two people that got divorced who happen to be lawyers.
Yeah, that's all it is. There's divorced lawyers.
Oh my God. I feel like I've had sugar.
Well, no, the jokes would be this way if you didn't have sugar. Either
Shut
way.
up.
Who's helping whom?
I know. Whom?
Whom? Who?
Help. Who's helping whom? Who's helping who?
I don't
It would
know.
be to whom.
From who?
From who? From whom?
From whom? You know what? Let's bring the guest out and get to the bottom
I'm
of this.
going to let you do it.
Because I won't let this shit stand.
Oh, I forgot to stop at the shit stand on the way here.
Finally, somebody gets me. The shit seat is that isn't even funny.
Okay.
All right. This guest is a repeat guest.
Yes.
We don't have many repeat guests, but the ones we do, we want them here again. So they're repeat guests, and they deserve to be here. He's such a funny dude. This guy is so fucking funny. He's a sweetheart, and he always puts a smile on your face.
Mhm.
And he also has a way of just saying stuff in normal conversation. It is just like so funny. And he says it nonchalantly. There's no nonchalance to anything he says. And I love him. And he's a transfastic.
What is going on over there?
What is that?
You're going to get us canceled.
No, I'm not. Because he used to be a transmission mechanic.
Oh, that's right.
He's a fantastic comedian and human being. Please give it up for Ric Rosario.
Yay.
Yay. We're rolling.
We are rolling now.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're allowed to say funny things again.
I was the special guest that you were talking about.
You are the special guest.
Mm-hmm. That was you, dude.
What's going on with your shirt, your sweater over there?
Brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you touched?
Yeah, I was touched. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you should be. We love having you.
I'm just glad to be here again. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh my God. Can he move in with us?
I know, for sure. My cats would love you.
I know.
I love cats.
Yeah. They
Oh my
would love
God.
you.
You
Oh my
would love
God.
them. They're like as big as you.
The cuddle
Oh my
bombs.
God.
Yeah. They're
Oh.
so
Yeah.
huge.
Wow. Can we
They're-
get a picture of them?
Right now?
No, right. No,
Okay.
I don't have
We'll
one.
do,
on
let's
this
do it
yet.
afterwards because then
In post.
Yeah,
Post.
put it
we'll do it in
post.
exactly. We'll put a picture in post because if we do it now,
You will? Okay, cool. Alex. Okay,
Okay, they're
yeah.
all
Okay,
cute.
awesome.
they have.
Not sure if Mark would have put it up there, but Alex will do it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Well, thanks for being here. I just, I was when you posted your thing last time, I noticed that like, despite whatever number it was of the people that saw your video, you had the highest percentage of people commenting and liking your video because everybody loves you that much.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, they were making comments about how much they love you, and you're just such a sweetheart, and obviously you're hilarious.
It's a competition.
Absolutely.
As we all know.
I'm glad that you see that.
Right. Yeah.
You are the one. Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
We
Well,
have
you
to
win.
be the nicest, the most affable.
You absolutely.
I
have
should be a
to
politician at this
You
point.
should-
Yeah, affable. I like
Yeah.
that.
Sometimes I
No,
kiss
it's just-
babies, but then you get you're allergic to it. You know,
I've never kissed a baby.
you never kiss a baby. See,
No.
that's why you should be a politician because every other one has, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
weirdos.
And then they never stop.
they never stuck exactly.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That's so sad.
That's so sad.
I have to ruin pizza.
So do you have like a really bad temper?
I mean, I can lose it. I can. Yeah. I
If
can-
you're listening and
I
not
can
watching,
get
go
up-
ahead and take
I
a look
can-
at his
I
facial
can get
expression
up-
when he says it. Go
I
ahead, say it
can-
again.
I've gotten upset. I've gotten really mad.
He looked like such a strain to even make your face look angry.
Yeah. No, I
Aw.
get mad all the time. I think I got mad. It doesn't stay with me long. That's the problem.
That's
I
good.
can just lose it. Oh, I was working today, and then my manager, hi, if you're watching, like she just pushes me sometimes, and I think it's for my own good because I need to, like she's pushing me in ways that I feel like I excel in certain areas of work, and then in other parts, like maybe I can improve my hustle
Mhm.
and improve my whatchamacallit, the thing where you do multitasking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
but that's
She's
that's
like, hey, why
everybody.
don't you
Yeah.
try and do more than one thing at a time? And I'm like, well, I kind of had a snap right there.
You
just
did?
because it felt out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But then I
Oh.
already we're here. I already forgot about it
Yeah.
Until I
you
brought it
brought
up.
it up. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Thanks
sorry.
for
bringing
opening
stuff
up that sore.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Very
We have
sorry.
salt that we give our complimentary salt
Yeah,
for
do
our
you
guests
mind?
and
Do you
lemon
mind?
juice
Yeah,
for wounds.
it works wonders.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Or you can pour some sugar in it.
Thank you. Oh yeah, which brings us to our topic.
Yeah. Are you a sugar person?
I had no idea that you guys are like the authority on sugar.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the authority, but ChatGPT seems to know a lot about it. I'm into skincare though, so I do know a lot about what it does to your skin and everything. So,
And I am a person who would eat pounds of sugar in front of her, and she would see firsthand what it does to my skin and my thinking,
Personality?
my personality. All of it is affected and changed. The mood swings, the going down the spiral staircase head first. Yeah.
So when you said authority, you meant like the fact that we have eaten so much sugar in our life.
Yeah.
Know that you know about it, that you know the
okay.
effects of it and what it does to the body.
Well, for my
And-
other job, it's helpful to know stuff like that.
And you're conscious about your sugar intake, both of you?
Yeah. I mean, you've gotten way more
I have to.
conscious.
I look at labels now because I can slip off so easily. And then again, in sugar, you know, like I don't have necessarily like sweets, but I'll still have, you know, peanut butter pretzel things or whatever, and those just turn into like sugar and
not peanut butter pretzel.
Yeah. They're so good, man. They're so good, dude.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
What about booger sugar?
Booger sugar? That makes you not eat sugar.
Yeah. That one's probably better for you than sugar.
Yeah, probably.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I think that one probably doesn't give you diabetes.
It's cleaner.
Your die looking fantastic.
It can be cleaner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or dirtier.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
What do I know about that stuff?
Yeah, what would you know about that?
I don't know nothing about drugs. Okay? I'm a clean comedian.
Oh, man.
See, and I believe him.
I do like sugar.
You do like what's your favorite sugar? Like sugary treat? What's your go-to?
Can I say?
Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
I love anything with peanut butter.
Oh, so you're the peanut butter too.
Yeah, I like peanut butter anything.
Yeah.
So like I'll eat peanut butter bars. And right now my thing is, should I say it?
Do you feel comfortable? Like
this
is a safe space.
So I'm going through like different diets. Did I talk about my no meat last time?
I can't remember.
I don't remember if you.
So I don't talk about it because I don't want to preach, but I haven't eaten meat in a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
And so I've gone meatless, and now I'm going gluten free.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new journey for me. It's been a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm but it's also a fascination. I'm like, it's a little bit of a challenge because I'm going into the market, like just looking at labels now.
It is. That's what you have to do.
And I'm looking first at like, oh, is there like, what kind of animal products? Because I'll eat cheese or dairy, but I won't eat like, you know, beef jerky or or like if it has collagen, I'm kind of like, well, what is that? I don't know what is.
I think it's like this. Isn't it like the skin sort of?
So yeah, I won't do collagen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I eat like eggs and cheese.
Okay.
That's
So you'll have the milk and the product of the chicken baby.
Yeah.
So you know, being vegetarian is hypocrisy if you want to think about it. Yeah. I mean, you know, like I'm still eating the product. So I just can't bring myself to be full vegan. So,
but now you're trying to add no sugar to that part too, or less sugar,
gluten free.
Gluten free. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
But so the sugar thing I have not really considered. So yeah,
it's not something that people say you shouldn't have or not, because when things are like fat free, they put more sugar in it, and they just tell you the fat is the thing that's the worst. But the sugar, when it's just dumped into your body, will just turn into fat that's in between your organs. And
well, let me tell you what happens. Okay,
Nikki, can you tell us what happens?
I would love to tell you guys what happens.
Hold on, Rick. She's going to tell us what happens.
All right. So when you consume sugar, right, your blood sugar spikes, right, and then your body produces insulin. So then you get. Oh wait, are these just? Hold on one second. Stop. Hold on. Let's see. This is I made notes, but I can't tell if I made. This is the note. See or is that? If I just
Where's the note on here that says "Forget what you were doing"?
Yeah. Okay. This is okay. Here we go. How sugar causes. Okay. So, where's the part where it just says? I asked it to just make it. Okay. Anyway, so what happens is you eat sugar, right? And then your body throws a bunch of insulin at it, right? Because it freaks out. And so your body's pushing insulin. And that is what makes you fat, right? I'm just looking. I'm so sorry to do this. I had it all like queued up in the way that I wanted to talk about it.
You have to go to the top of it.
Wait.
There you go.
Here we go. Okay.
I blame Sandro, I think.
You always should.
I was going to say I'm sorry, but I didn't want to but then I was like, I feel bad if I shouldn't say I'm sorry. Because I don't want to apologize for having to apologize.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, you just did.
All right, so we were talking about how puffy and like you do get puffy like when you eat sugar.
I do. I get puffy in my eyes. I wake up, but like I feel like I'm like I just have like a hangover or something. It's like
So here's what happens when you eat sugar, right? So you're gonna put, maybe you have a candy bar or pastry, anything that's bready is it's gonna turn into sugar, especially if it's like refined.
I love bread.
I know, it's so good. I can't eat it anymore though.
Yeah,
it instantly makes me it's probably the gluten that makes me bloated. But
try gluten free.
Yeah, I know. But then the sugar's still there.
Yeah.
But then even like a smoothie, it's in like a fruit smoothie. You're going to eat probably 60 to 100 grams of sugar in like a Jamba Juice or something. We're not sponsored by them. But so then this causes a big spike in your blood sugar. right? So then your pancreas releases insulin to help to bring everything back to normal, because our bodies are always trying to like keep it, keep our stasis, right? But the problem is when you have too much sugar, this leads to this big roller coaster of sugar spikes and then sugar drops.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. If you're starting your day with sugar, right? The first thing you're doing, and that's why they tell you to stay off your phone first thing, because it gives you a dopamine rush that you have to keep chasing for the rest of the day. If you eat sugar first thing in the morning, you're going to make your blood sugar go like this, and then it's going to crash hard. And it's going to crash harder than it would be like, say this is level, it goes down here, and then forever for the rest of the day, you're trying to like get it back up to
trying
just
to get
normal.
highs. You're trying to get that morning high every for the
whole rest of the day. And
exactly.
Try it sometime. Try to eat just protein first. See what you crave throughout the day. Try having a Hostess, cupcake or something or whatever first thing in the morning that's gluten-free. No. Okay.
Do it.
And then see what happens.
Yeah.
And so that's going to lead to inflammation, oxidative stress, the stuff that we're trying to protect ourselves from. And then there's something called glycation, which sounds fun. Like, I want to go on glycation.
Yeah, right? So it sounds like a sweet vacation.
It is. Yeah. Sweet vacation. Yeah. But what happens is it attaches to the sugar molecules, attach themselves to the proteins in your skin, like the collagen and the elastin and anything that keeps your skin firm and juicy. And then it creates wrinkles. And it doesn't really, you can't really fix it once it's done that.
Oh.
So that's permanent. Right, so wrinkles, sagging,
isn't
dullness.
the glycation, if I remember correctly, off this article that I heard on a meme, was that you? I get all my news sources.
Yeah.
But glycation is like basically cooking, right? Isn't it? Where you have it, so it's something it's in glycation. It actually is being cooked, or it's being like turned over. So that's basically kind of what's happened to your skin.
I guess so.
And so that's what causes aging.
Right. And it's super hard to reverse once you get to that point. Yeah, there's another way to explain it too, but it's a little more in depth. But I think that just knowing that it's doing that to your collagen and elastin, the fibers in your skin are hardening. So it's never going to look as juicy and good as it. Like, you ever seen an alcoholic skin?
Yeah.
Alcohol turns into sugar.
It's like a rawhide.
Was that? Yeah.
I just kept thinking of Hulk Hogan. Anyways, but like the skin, gets like red and like hard.
Yeah.
Like leathery.
What's up with that?
It's because it's glycation. It's like you're just dumping sugar into your system. The alcohol turns to sugar.
It's going right to there.
And and then they get the fun things called the gin blossoms.
The Gin Blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
I know the band.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that means though.
Do you know when W.C. Fields, his big nose that he had?
Oh.
That's the gin blossoms.
Oh my God.
Big nose.
Okay.
Like,
well, that's from drinking a lot of alcohol and gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know why, but your nose starts to expand, and then you the blood vessels, maybe because the blood vessels are breaking. Right? And so you're swelling. It's increasing the swelling. Yeah, and it really doesn't go back after that.
Well, I'm glad you invited me here today. This sounds like a wake-up call for me.
Yeah, man, you gotta
stop drinking all that gin.
Yeah, you really need to.
I don't drink gin.
Just the juice. Yeah.
Just not the blossoms.
Just
the gin, not the blossoms.
Not the blossoms.
So it ages your skin, and that's I think one of the biggest reasons why we're even talking about it.
You all have great skin.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I try. You look a lot better than you used to.
I used to look a lot worse.
You did though. When we first started doing the podcast.
I just thought it was funny that I only said that thing. That didn't help that conversation at all.
It did for me.
Good. I feel better.
Yeah.
I did. Skin was different. Redder, thicker. I did find I was like a little thicker over here.
Yeah. You had really dark circles under your eyes.
Really dark circles under my eyes. Now they're just slightly less, and eventually I'll look exactly like this because I'm already past it.
Your face looks less puffy too.
When I first met you, you had around your face, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
See?
I was definitely going to sleep at night, only falling asleep at night after eating ice cream.
Yeah, give him the whole menu of what you would have before you went to sleep if it's not too embarrassing.
It's fine. I don't.
I'm just gonna have a blueberry real quick.
Well, go for it.
Feel better about it. I would have like ice cream, and then I would get like.
Those are good.
So with always living within walking distance of a 7-Eleven is only convenient for the first time you go there. Every other time, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna get so much shit that I don't need. And for me, it was always like cigarettes, and then at night ice cream, and then cookies, and then I get like some Swedish fish or something else, and I would just like basically to the point where like the guy at the counter was like, "Do you mix all this stuff together?" Because I was going there so often, and that's the only way I could like go to sleep.
Can you believe I didn't say anything to you really about it much?
No, you really didn't. And then
I didn't want to shame him about it because I've been there.
Sleeping on a full stomach.
And then, I would feel so good and then crash. Yeah. And then I wouldn't think about anything else.
But that's the only way you could go to sleep back then.
Yeah, because I just didn't, I was very, very depressed, which caused more depression.
Yeah.
But then when we would like hang out and like later on, like, you know, we had a different situation, I would just wait for you to go to bed. I would like wait up all night and like whatever, just hang out with her. But then like when she would get tired, I would just be like, I'll stay up a little longer. And then I would just, you know, just sit there and just really, really make it happen.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you don't do that now.
Me too. It's too taxing just on everything. I'm not a fan of it.
For me, it was Joe's. I had to have Joe's. Like I live close to a Joe's.
Oh yeah.
So I'd have to have pizza every night before I go to sleep. And it was just like, it's expensive, or like it adds up. It's not expensive, but it adds up if you do it every night. Yeah. And then that's just like, I had to have like a slice or two before sleep. But now I'm like, why did I ever do that?
Can you imagine like putting that and then trying to sleep afterwards?
Well, yeah. Back then it was easy, but now
when you're younger, you can lay down after you eat. Now I have to stand up for 4 hours if I think about chili.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've had chili, but yeah.
I know. Me too. I'm afraid of chili.
Me too. I think it's anything that has 4 alarm in the front of it, or anything that's like meant to be like, oh no, this is the hottest one. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't need your competition.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I just want to eat some food and leave me alone. But once you get used to the pizza though, like a thing, you're like, oh, this feels good, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it again.
It's like a ritual too.
Yeah.
And it's a reward. You went, you got through your day.
Yeah. You start to assign it to that thing. You're like, I'm done with the day. I go by here. I do this. I feel good. Done. I feel this. I would be in a shit mood, and then I would all of a sudden decide I'm gonna have ice cream, and I'd be hanging out with Nikki. And the second my mood was like, I was all of a sudden cheery and happy.
He was a cokehead. It was like it was like being with a cokehead. The second after you call your dealer, you're suddenly in the best mood of your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you know you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that feeling, that rush, that high. But I mean, literally, it would change. And you didn't believe me at first.
No, because I was like, no, I've always been this chipper.
Speaking of chips.
Yeah, right? Chocolate chipper.
No, you would go from like being super grumpy and then all of a sudden like, okay, you know, I'm going to go to get something and, you know, at 7-Eleven, and then he wouldn't even go for a half hour and he'd just be like, hee hee hee.
You sound like my dad.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah. Because he's up in Ohio, and then whenever I go visit him, he would just always drop hints like, hey, we should go for some ice cream. You in the mood for some ice cream? Just like, just casually, like, we both play drums, so we want to go to, we'll go to the drum shop. Before, you want to make a little pit stop, get some ice cream real quick, you know? Like, and then my sister lives in Texas, and when she'd go visit him, it was donuts. So I remember when I'd visit him, it would be, we'd have separate experiences. And when I visited him, he was on ice cream. And then when she would visit him, it was donuts. And so he was like, he would always just the same thing, but with donuts. He was like, hey, you want to get donuts? You want to get donuts? And then like, she told me this one time they went for donuts, and they had driven up to the spot, and she was getting out of the car, and he was already inside ordering. He had she didn't know how he did it. I don't know if the door was just open and the driver door was just open, and he ran his left. He just had to have it. He was like, wow, fiend.
I believe that there's something there where it's just like, I would think about it and look forward to it.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. Hey, my brother would come to visit, and like when he would visit back then, we would both be on the kick.
Oh my God.
And I would go to Trader Joe's and I'd buy all this sugar stuff, and he wasn't going to be there for like 4 days.
Yeah.
And I would be like eating. I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have bought this so early.
He would eat it before he got there.
But then he would show up, and it was like almost like, oh, one more person's going to do it with me. Okay, cool. So I can totally hear your dad, because I would do the same thing. Hey, you want to get some ice cream or something? You know, like, and be like, that sounds good, right? Breakfast, huh?
Drug buddies.
Yeah. But that's one I knew was a problem. And every time I got Ben and Jerry's, I always had the fentanyl test strips. Because if nobody's going to do that to me, you know?
You never know.
I never know. But yeah, Definitely something that I didn't realize that I was addicted to.
It's a very addictive behavior. I recognize it because I went through it a long time ago, but you were definitely doing it. And I was just like in the beginning stages of our relationship where I was like, oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
He just loves ice cream.
Yeah.
But then later on I was starting to put together, I'm like, your moods are like the next day would be not fun in the morning, you know?
Yeah. I needed to like every so often just go like in the other room and just do a little ice cream instead of my nose. It's because it's not Coke. I just go, and then I'd come out and I'd be like, yeah, what's up?
Are you off the ice cream now? Or
yeah.
do you okay.
I'm not doing any kind of dairy or anything like that or stuff just for a little while, just to see how it feels. But yeah, ice cream I haven't had it in a very long time.
I got to be honest, now that we're talking about it, I'm kind of like, I could go for some Thrifty. I don't know.
I love Thrifty ice cream.
Yeah, it's the only reason to go to Rite Aid.
It's like, are there any left?
There's one, I think, on the Fairfax and Sunset.
Yeah,
I think they still have the ice cream. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Get the mini ship.
That's because, it's like right there.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So many memories of being broke, but being able to just put a couple dollars together for a Thrifty scoop.
When I was a kid, it was like 35 cents for a double scoop or something crazy like that.
You grew up in LA. Right?
Yeah, I grew up in the Valley. Yeah.
So they were everywhere. They're from LA.
I guess.
Right?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just remember them. They were close to my house. So
I watched a YouTube video, I think once about Thrifty.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But the majority of them are out of business now, or
a lot of the Rite Aids.
That's
Rite Aid bought them out.
Oh, okay.
And then they incorporated them as we know.
There was also a Save-On.
Oh, the Save-On.
So it was Thrifty and Save-On were the two. So now it's CVS and Walgreens, I guess, or whatever, and Rite Aid. But then I think what was the second one I said?
Save-On?
Save-On turned into Osco.
That's right.
Which, what does that mean? What does that mean in Spanish?
I don't know.
I think it means sick.
Osco?
Like, don't you speak a little bit of Spanish? No.
I mean, a little. Poquito.
Whoa. Don't do too much because they would put subtitles.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right. Oh.
I think it means sick.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Okay, which makes sense because you're going to the pharmacy, but I don't think that's why they named it that.
Osco Atsuka?
No, yeah. Atsuko.
Yeah, Atsuko. I'm sorry.
No, don't
comedian.
be. We love her. We should have her on the podcast.
She would do it, I'm sure.
I'm sure she would. She'd be crawling off the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. So then while you're looking that up, the other thing it can affect is acne and breakouts. Did you have those as a kid or no?
I felt like I'd have little spells of acne.
You do?
A little bit. Or there would just be like one. I would get one on my face and it would be the end of the world for sure. I didn't have too much of a problem with acne.
Yeah, but you were like me. I didn't break out, but if I got one, my whole world would come to crashing down, and it would be the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life. Yeah.
And I was terrible about picking it. That's probably not. It's a very fun thing to talk about on the podcast.
It's a skincare podcast.
Picking the.
Yes, it's a skincare podcast.
It was fun to pick.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
Yeah. Like just popping it.
There's whole shows about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch the shows, believe it or not. I do it as, how I make money, but it's, in some ways.
But you can't watch somebody else.
I can't watch somebody else doing it. No.
That's like me with driving.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting because if I'm in the passenger seat driving and someone else is driving, I get nauseous. There's something about that. So
about what?
Driving.
About what? Why?
If I'm in the passenger seat,
oh right,
I get
right,
nauseous.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were making
it's the same thing with you watching the. If you're not the one popping the pimples.
Oh, yeah, okay,
see,
right.
It all connects.
Yeah.
It all connects. So I found the definition of Osco.
Yeah.
The one that I'm gonna use is safe. This one is surly, cantankerous. It means in English? Crabby and vicious, sharp, dodgy.
Oh.
What does it mean in Spanish though?
Hold on. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, dark-skinned.
That's it?
Yep.
I was way off.
It's an extinct italic language, it says.
Oh. So, I was completely off. Would you spell it with an A or an O?
O.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
You know what?
Thanks for tuning in. You guys will see next week.
Eventually we'll look up something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Not now.
All right. Well, so if you've ever had a whole weekend full of cakes and cookies and everything, and you have a puffy, or you have breakouts and things like that.
The older I get, and whenever I don't eat a lot of pastries, but when I did up until just recently, I don't know why, like, especially if there's a spread of them, I can't help myself. I think it's an eating disorder, but like if I can't have just one Danish, like if there's a spread of Danish, it's like, man, I have like 3 of them probably, that's like,
you need 3 different types of fruit.
I'm just like, yeah, let's do, there's cake, and there's like, if there's a party or like some special, like a gathering where there's just a table of pastries, I'm going to eat. Yeah. I'm going to try all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're specialty items. It's not something you're going to have every day.
But then I feel like crap after. I feel like,
same.
It just doesn't, I can't bounce back as fast. So.
No. But the thing is that if you have like all those pastries on there, it's very quick. I'm very quick to just be like, well, it's New Year's.
Yeah.
It's
right.
It's
like,
it's
the holiday. It's like where it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
We're trying
what's diarrhea between family? And then you just...
Don't bring up diarrhea again.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, because in your last episode we had a lot of diarrhea.
Oh right,
well, don't worry, I won't do any
we're not
diarrhea teasers.
Listen, this show's about number 1. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a very quick part of me that's just to be like, oh yeah, I would. Yeah, let's have, let's have ice cream. Come on, it's Wednesday. Like, oh what? But I don't do that anymore because it's a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
It is. It's addictive. It gets in your brain, and then it's like you're waiting for that high constantly. It also affects your body's fluid, like your whole the balance, and that's why it'll end up making you retain water. So if you're trying to like look skinny, you don't want to eat carbs or sugar. Like if you're trying to like sometimes people will have like a shoot or something they want to do. And so they don't have sugar, and for that reason, because it will make you puffy. And
that's what Fabian calls one of our friends for his auditions. He doesn't eat food because in the morning he gets fat face.
Yeah,
fat because he just it just puts on the pounds and like it retains water basically.
Mm-hmm. And he has the perfect face for that too. It's very round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can help him with that actually.
With the fat face?
Yeah, I can massage the lymph and everything, and all the puffiness out.
Are you going to put a picture of him right here?
We should put a picture of him here. Only if he disagrees with us putting it on.
Fabian's awesome. Tell him he ends up he must have done some stock photos or something like that.
Yeah.
And they use his face a lot.
Everywhere.
And he's done commercials and stuff like that. He has a very like a look that you could sort of assign any kind of like, Latino or, any or whatever.
I couldn't think of another ethnicity either.
Well, I was trying to think of like Italian or what I mean, like, but that's still Latin.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, very ambiguous.
Yeah. But one day I was like on the phone. I think we were having an argument, and I was driving through somewhere to deliver somebody some nachos or something.
You were arguing with Fabian?
No, with Nikki. And I drive by up on like the hill. Me and Fabian. But we drive by the hill, and there's a plumbing truck there, and it's just him on the side of the plumbing truck. Like this. And I was just laughing. Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
Does he even know?
Yeah, he knows. He's like,
okay.
Oh.
We have those friends that are just everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
There's a couple comedian friends who just get all the roles, all the commercials.
Yeah.
All the little things.
You don't sound bitter though.
No, not bitter.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I went on an audition. I don't even remember.
Do you do commercials auditions?
Do I present thin?
That's good.
You have a great face though. You have a good look.
See,
when you do that, that's a good look.
You know what?
That's what I do in the mirror, actually.
Oh, I like the scoop in. You did like a
scoop.
Yeah.
See, I've never seen anybody do that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would totally buy.
It's a Rickism.
It's what? A Rickism.
It's a Rickism. Yeah. Well, I dig it. I would buy blueberries from you. Speaking of blueberries. If you sold blueberries, I'd buy them from you.
You can just have them.
Well, thank you. That's what I was getting at. I was hoping you'd just give them to me.
By the way, blueberries are very low glycemic food, so like they don't spike your blood sugar very high.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Berries. Mostly, the darker the berry, the less spike you're going to get.
I don't think that's how the saying goes, is it?
I just heard that they were good for you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, antioxidants.
Superfood. That's what my mom would say.
A superfood?
Yeah.
Superfood. Just leaning more on fruits. Lately, a lot of bananas, apples, blueberries. Yeah.
Apples are so good for you too. I mean, they all are, but yeah.
It's the pectin.
Is that right?
For the apple, yeah.
Pectin.
I like saying that word. It makes me feel like I read something.
They worked out your
pectin?
muscles. Yeah.
Your
pectins.
I don't even know what that means.
What pecs? Pectin. It's like I think it's a prebiotic.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that helps your digestion. It helps the probiotics stay in there, but it is good for your digestion though.
Yeah.
I mean, but apples are so good for you. That's why I say apple a day. Honestly, like you would really probably be able to keep the doctor away I never stick to the apple a day for very long though.
I've done it for about a month straight at apple every day.
You didn't go to the doctor?
I didn't go to the doctor for that month, and my insurance hates me. So whatever, man. I don't know.
Because you're not paying them?
I'm not paying them, and also like I'm not. Yeah, they're like, listen, you're not costing us any money, but we need something to do. So I'm like, no, I'm eating apples. And that's it.
They sent you like an anti-apple pamphlet.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that. I sent it back, and I sent back an anti-orange pamphlet. I'm like, these don't even. You can't even compare these two.
Do you think the what is it? The health organization or the medical community wants us to keep us sick, or?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I think
the insurance companies want to keep us sick.
Well, I think they just kind of want to, like, I mean, business is business. So that's.
I think insurance companies though kind of want you to do your own, so that they don't have to pay for the doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the doctors and the medicals and the hospitals and stuff. They're like, they're the ones that really benefit from you being sick, but they're taking all that money comes from the insurance company. That's why you're always getting from your insurance company, like all these things you should be doing for yourself.
Yeah. Cause they don't want to pay anything.
It's not the hospital.
No, the hospital loves you. Yeah. They charge so much in hospitals. I remember my friend worked in a hospital in the supply department, and a 9-volt battery. This was 2000, I don't know, early 2000s, maybe 2007, maybe whatever. And the 9-volt battery was $25.
A 9-volt
just a 9-volt battery. And then they would sell like these little pads, like 3 pads that you put on your body. Was like, I think it was like $85, or no, it was $100 something. Like they would just rack up because insurance companies aren't going to be like, the average cost of a 9-volt battery is actually $6. So
crazy. It's like $3 a volt.
Yeah. You got to get your volts on, because if not, then it's pointless. If you're spending all the money on volts,
you revolt.
Then you revolt. See, I knew there's a reason why I liked you.
I looked over at you to see if you like that.
Yeah.
You like that?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm checking in with Rick.
I love it. That's a good improv, by the way. Yeah, I love it.
There's a revolt happening, right? Or
there is.
Yeah.
Not really.
No?
We're kind of docile, or we're like laying back, right?
I think we're that's what it almost kind of feels like. We're just kind of being like, all right.
We want to fight, but then we don't do anything.
Yeah.
No, I think, it'll happen on its own.
The sunset is too pretty. The air is too nice. I don't want to revolt right now. It's not revolting weather. Summertime, when people are super hot,
right?
That's when shit gets done. The wintertime, people are like, I'm pissed, but it's cold. But they don't realize that the hate can fuel heat.
Yeah.
So people learn on their own. You can't do anything about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So sugar is highly inflammatory. And it's going to cause things like rosacea, eczema, psoriasis. It may not cause it because those are those are autoimmune responses, but it will feed it, and it loves it. And candida, fungus, anything. What's that?
Is that the yeast?
The
candida?
Yeah, that's a yeast that we have in our bodies all the time. I have something called seborrheic dermatitis, and there's a fungus. As I scratch my head, there's a fungus called like Malassezia or something. I can't remember if I'm saying that right, and we all have it. But for some reason, there's an immune response that's been triggered in my body that like it tries to attack it. And so I've had issues where either like this becomes super red and like crusty, or like there's been times when like my hair's falling out on the top where it just gets too irritated because the hair is just like, I can't deal with you right now. So, and when I eat sugar, I definitely notice it comes on faster.
How do you fight it? Just no sugar.
I try not to do sugar. I have to do like antifungals, like in my shampoo, and then stress also triggers a lot of it as well. Wow. So so no, it's never going to be under control. No, I shouldn't say that. It is under control. It's under control right now.
The brain does not know sarcasm.
I know.
So
it's not very.
The brain doesn't have a sense of humor.
No.
Unbelievable.
Stupid. So. How can you cut back? I bet you were wondering.
How can we cut back on sugar?
Because you don't eat candy, right?
Yep.
But it's sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So before you start saying, I'm not going to have candy, you got to make. There's yogurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yogurt sneaks a lot of sugar in there for you.
For sure.
Granola bars. Who the hell eats granola bars anymore? But any of the, I know. Do you eat granola bars?
Well, I was now with the gluten-free thing. I've been eating, bars that have like sugar. I mean, pretty much all the bars have sugar unless they're like sugar-free bars, but
they're like sweetened with stevia or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But like the gluten-free, all the gluten-free bars are very sweet. Yeah.
Snackwells, by the way, does that to make they take out all the fat and they just add more sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But if you eat more fat, that actually will curb your sugar cravings.
We should just make our own bar.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I have been.
Yeah. Nikki's been making...
I should have made some.
Whoa, you have your own bar?
And it's got peanut butter in it, Rick.
What the heck?
I'm going to make some for you and we'll drop some off. I will.
I want to.
Can you eat chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. Oats?
Yeah, I think there's gluten-free.
I can do it without the oats. Yeah. I'll check into the protein powder that I use for it. But there's no sugar added. And then, I make like these bars. What ingredient am I missing?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. It's made with sweet potato and peanut butter. You mix that up. And then I mix in the dry ingredients of baking soda, baking powder, the oats, I put in, there's supposed to be a third of a cup of chocolate chips, but I do a half cup and it's way better.
Semi-sweet, so it's not so bad, but it's still sugary.
Yeah.
It's sweet. Awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And you're eating sweet potatoes and protein. And then I put like 4 scoops of protein powder in there.
It's good.
Yeah.
Do you bake it or is it no bake?
I put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes until it kind of just gets a little bit, I don't know if it rises, but it gets a little hard. And then, a tiny bit of like a crunchiness on the top, but not too much. And then we just cut it up into pieces and
so no added sugar. And it's like, the chocolate, I guess that's kind of sweet.
The chocolate is, semi-sweet, but it's not like, but that's the only thing that has the added sugar to it. Yeah. But the sweet potato is naturally sweet. With the sweet potato and the peanut butter and the chocolate, it tastes like you're just eating like brownies.
Sounds amazing.
It really is. I've been tricking Sandra for months with this.
It's worked. Mm-hmm. Yep, I like it. It's really good.
You're gonna make me one.
We should. I'll make you some, and I'll make Rick some. We should make some.
Yeah, and then we'll drop some off to you, and you only have it. We'll give it to you in the booth.
Freaking love that.
Yeah. All right, so let's do that, please.
Right now?
No.
Okay. I mean, we can.
All right, so salad dressings. Would you think that there would be sugar in salad dressings?
There is, right? Like,
yeah.
Like the ranch. I don't eat a lot of ranch, but
I don't eat a lot of salad dressing. Yeah.
There's we have at the comedy club. There's a plum dressing.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's kind of like, it tastes like a vinaigrette and it has a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm assuming there's some sugar. I've been eating it pretty much every shift. So
yeah,
that
sounds
good.
Half a shot.
It's
of
just
it,
like, well, I went from eating pizza every shift, like my shift meal, to eating these salads. So it's, the kitchen's been hooking it up, but
yeah, it gets good.
Yeah. I don't know what's in the dressing. I mean, like
I'm sure it's not as much sugar as the pizza's going to turn into.
Yeah.
And you've got here's another thing. Vinegar helps to lower your blood sugar as well. So if you're eating something like that's, very sugary and you have it with protein or a fat, but also having it with vinegar, like if you're eating pizza, dipping it in like balsamic vinegar or anything like that will help. For some reason, it causes it not to turn into such a high blood sugar spike.
Oh.
What about balsamic glaze?
That's got sugar.
That's got sugar in it.
There's so much sugar in it. I know.
So good.
That's a little different, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh, so good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I love it.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Use it on everything. You could actually put it on strawberries. It's really good.
Do you like the apple cider vinegar shots? Have you heard of that? Like people
just drinking
a shot of
I've done it.
Vinegar?
Yeah. I don't recommend taking a shot.
No.
I would break it up a little bit because it burns your throat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very pungent.
And watch your teeth too. Like after a while, it will burn the enamel right off your teeth.
Well, I haven't been smiling much for a reason.
Not exactly bring it up.
Proud of how discolored my teeth are. I'm just like a habitual coffee drinker. So
I do the same thing with coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, he drinks all day long.
I also drink coffee.
No matter how much I brush, it just I need whitening strips, or I've heard that the whitening process, if you go to like a place to get your teeth whitened, it's very invasive.
Oh.
I don't know much about it, but somebody told me a story that they scrape.
I know it can be painful.
Yeah.
Oh, like, well, that's like a deep cleansing, deep cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know
just watch when you're sipping something all day long. You're getting, if you're going to sit, honestly, if you have to sit and drink something sugary or it's brown stain water on your teeth, you're sipping it all day long. You're constantly exposing your teeth to the acid and to the brown stain water all day long, as opposed to being like, here's a shot, it's done.
Yeah.
Right. And then your mouth can reestablish the pH balance in there and it's not acidic. But if you're constantly reintroducing, when you give a kid a baby bottle filled with fruit juice, they're just sucking it into their teeth all day long. It's not like it's just drinking a glass of juice, which has really got a lot of sugar in it too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking into taking all my fluids intravenously.
Yes.
Hopefully.
That's a good way.
I think it's a good move.
Just hook me up.
Yeah.
With your coffee.
Have you ever had or have you been in the hospital for a while where they got to put what is that?
IV?
There's but they give you a stick. Like if you're in there a long time.
Like a stint?
Not a stint.
No?
A stint in the hospital?
A stint in a hospital. No, I forgot what it's called, but I was in the hospital for a couple months and I had this
like a port.
There was a port.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They like do this plug because they were sticking me all the time, for vitals and stuff. That they just like had this. They did this one insertion that was just there for a while, and they would like plug it in whenever they needed to.
Yeah. For
stuff. I forget what it's called though.
I think it's a port. I mean, if you're doing like chemo, they call it a port.
A port.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they call it something different. I'm not a port authority.
I don't remember. Oh,
nice.
By
the docks.
Wait, hold on.
Are we?
There you go.
Keeping points. There should be a.
I'm in the negative still. So.
My favorite is you just going. Right.
That's a good improv one too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was funny, right?
That was good. Very good. Nice.
By the way, ketchup, most store-bought ketchups are going to have sugar in it. Barbecue sauce, pasta sauce.
Yep.
Pizza sauce. Pizza Hut, I think, has a ton of sugar. And maybe even corn syrup, which is even worse because your body instantly converts that to like, you're just putting like glucose in your system. Yeah. That's what they were probably giving you in your port or whatever, is they were probably giving you some sort of a glucose drip to keep your body,
Yeah. Saline.
Saline drip. Yeah.
Yeah. What is saline anyway?
Just to keep you hydrated, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
salt water, basically.
Oh, salt water.
Salt water.
Yeah.
The tears of a doctor.
Absolutely.
Your tears weren't enough.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. All right. So even things that have organic and natural on the label are still going to have a ton of sugar.
I've also noticed ketchup that says no sugar added. If you look at the back, it's just, they put sorbitol.
Yeah. Or
they flip it, or sucralose. They flip. They're like, well, it's technically not sugar, but it's something even worse for you.
Is it worse?
Yeah, it's bad for your digestion. There's a whole bunch of things.
Sucralose?
Sucralose is bad for you.
Oh, okay.
And your body actually responds to a lot of those natural sweeteners as if it were a sweetener anyways. It'll still spike your blood sugar.
That's like Diet Coke is the same thing. It's just not good. It also tastes like shit, but
your mouth knows that it's sweet. It doesn't. You can't fool your mouth necessarily.
I was addicted to Diet Coke
Me
for
too.
many
Me too.
years.
Oh yeah.
It took a lot to stop. I'm off the Diet Coke, but now I've just replaced it with energy drinks, sugar-free energy drinks.
Oh my God.
I just gotta chug like a Celsius in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not to no brands.
Yeah.
Zero sugar energy drink.
Right. What's it sweetened with? Do you know?
I don't know.
Paprika?
Which is good stuff.
Paprika?
Papaya? I don't know.
Good for you.
I like that it has 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
That's
That'll
a
wake you
big
up.
hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I need that caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be a better way though.
Yeah,
intravenous.
Probably.
Yeah, intravenous.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Put in your
there we
Venus.
go.
I used to, there was something I used to drink that was supposedly natural. I cannot remember the name of it, but it was like a 300 milligram hit of, I forget. It's another taurine.
Taurine.
And
guarana.
And guarana, yeah. And it.
Is that Red Bull?
Bing! No, it was like supposedly a natural drink from from like some like multi-level health food person, and then I would just get like these cases of it before I went to go to work. I'd down it because I hated my job, and then just bing.
300 milligrams is a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot for your heart too.
When people are like, "Oh no, it's good for you. It's natural." It's like, well, so are angel trumpets or like certain animals that are poisonous. You're not supposed to eat those either.
What was the first one?
People are like, "Oh no, it's natural."
Angel trumpets.
Angel trumpets.
Isn't those plants?
Know what that is.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Is those plants?
Oh.
Maybe it's something else.
Hell's bells.
Hell's bells.
Is that true?
I thought.
You know what?
Hearing the angels' trumpets, like
that would kill you.
Already taking
it would signify
already.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I hear the trumpets.
I guess I'm going.
See the tunnels of light. Yeah. I think I had too much caffeine.
You seem very alert. He's very with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's natural stuff that is very bad for you as well. I just, I just want to make a point that no one would get.
You did. You made a great point about that.
Oh, come on.
So a good way to switch out some of those drinks, like you're saying, is, do herbal tea, which is not going to give you the hit of caffeine you're looking for. But, sparkling water, lemon water, which is really good for your liver, actually. Helps to detox your liver. Instead of regular candy, which I used to eat so much candy. Even when I first started doing comedy, I would go to the store and be like, hey, Dean, for Dean Del Rey, do you want me to pick you up anything? And I would just get huge things of like the Sour Patch Kids.
Oh my God.
I know, so bad. And then I had a lot of dental work very soon after that. So do dark chocolate, which is, like 70% or higher. The higher the percentage of the cocoa that's in there or whatever. The what's the word I'm looking for? Cacao, yes. I was thinking of like the Portlandia sketch. Cacao. You haven't seen that?
I sent you the...
I know I would love it.
You would love it.
I know.
Yeah, you would.
I did send you the outline. We're going to talk about Portlandia. I gave you a bunch of episodes to watch. You probably didn't get it.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
Or it says dark chocolate, 70% or higher, or fresh berries.
Yeah, which he
which
brought.
Rick knew.
Oh my God.
You didn't even know what the topic was going to be today.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't know. I thought we were going to talk about glutathione.
Glutathione?
We don't talk about glutathione every episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's only special.
This is
you
the
remembered it under your
glutathione
breath.
episode. I know I know just the person to call for this episode.
We need
Now
you to
you
say,
know.
just repeat the same thing you said in the first episode.
You're like studying your own episode.
Yeah. Glutathione.
We love you, Rick. Just say the same thing you did last time.
Here's your
You're going to
script.
do great. Okay, and then if you add cinnamon and or vanilla to your food, it's really good, and it tricks your brain into thinking it's sweet, and it lowers your blood sugar. So tell me why. Do you like those things? You hate them.
This is funny that we are bringing up cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What's going on with that?
Yeah.
It's a new thing I've started doing in my life.
Snorting it?
Cinnamon enemas?
Cinnamon. Oh my God. More points.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
I got so excited when you mentioned
I saw that.
because I did it this morning. I've been drinking matcha, and I saw
matcha.
this tip on YouTube to add cinnamon in your green tea. And so I've been doing that. I've been adding cinnamon in my matcha.
Cinnamon's
like,
really good for you.
Yeah?
So good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
doing
that sounds
unsweetened
really good.
I'm doing like, I don't add any sugar
Yeah.
to the matcha.
Just the green powdery stuff,
The
right?
green powder. Well, I have this blend. Do we like blends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it
okay.
depends on what it is. Is
right.
it
So
blend
matcha
with
blend
sugar?
or with organic? It's got loads of sugar.
God, I love you so much.
Wait a second. Yeah, it has a lot of sugar in it. No, it's this organic. Okay. The only problem with this is, okay, I should tell you what's in it. It's organic matcha, no sugar.
Mhm.
It has dehydrated coconut milk
Ooh.
and with no added sugar, and MCT oil, which
Oh,
I have to
yeah.
Google because I think it's good for me.
It's supposed to be very beneficial. I forget exactly what it's for, but that's like, it's supposed to be something
It's
that
supposed to
really
be really
helps
good for you, yeah.
Is it like
Metabolism as well.
is it like the bottleneck coffee or what?
The MC. Oh, the
right.
bulletproof coffee.
Bulletproof. Yeah, that's what they put in. Is the
bulletproof
MC2.
coffee.
Yeah,
with like the butter in there.
What that is?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It might be. Yeah.
So yeah, it's this blend. It's this matcha blend. The only problem with this is I don't know how I'll be able to source it. I found it at. We're not naming brands right now.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, this brand, the store starts with an M and it ends with Arshals.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So yeah, they just have one thing. I don't endorse anything, but I do like this place because they have these one of a kind knockoff or just one off things.
Yeah, like towards the front of the store, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, they just like little bags of like, this is like what's another one? Like coffee that's infused with the nootropic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of mushroom coffee.
Yeah, a bunch of that stuff.
That you boil the water and then you blend it in and you have like this coffee. So the same thing with the matcha. Like I found this matcha powder there and it has
buy a bunch of them when next time you go.
It's like $11 for the pouch. So it's not expensive.
It lasts for a while?
It lasts for a while, yeah. It's a nice big pouch. And it's just the organic matcha, the dehydrated coconut milk, and the MCT oil.
That sounds
good. Which may or may not be good for me. I haven't Googled it yet.
I think
it's good for you.
Okay.
Just the fact that it comes in a pouch, you had me. I like the idea of like having it like in a thing. Yeah, exactly. All the things it's nice to go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Blend it with water.
I thought you were going to say wine for some reason.
I thought you were going to say wine too. I don't know why. Yeah. My matcha.
Nice. This one's got good legs. Yeah.
But and then on top of that, and then I throw the cinnamon on top.
Oh, that sounds really good.
That has a ton of added sugar. No.
I
thought that would be funny. I'm sorry.
It is. You're good, Rick. I thought it'd be fun.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm sorry, Sandra.
It's okay. We don't forgive.
We're not all winners.
It's fine. Even the Beatles had a few clunkers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I have
Can
to
we
remind
name one?
They let
one
Ringo
Beatle or
sing
one
clunker Beatles song.
Anything that Ringo did, maybe you could probably find one.
Octopus Garden.
I mean, it's still kind of cool though, right?
It's a cool song, but it's Ringo.
If it wasn't Ringo though, and somebody else, just like if James Taylor released it, would you be like, that's a weird, dumb song?
Yeah.
Octopus Garden. I can't figure out what James Taylor sounds like. Octopus Garden.
You're doing a Bob
Mexico.
Dylan.
Oh yeah, Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
That's right, Bob Dylan. Wasn't his real name Robert Dylan?
Rob.
His name was Bob Zimmerman, actually.
I know.
Oh, okay. But I know that because I used to be in a band and it was called Led Zimmerman.
You were in a band?
Yeah. I play guitar.
Why? Okay. How many episodes have we done that
2?
We have not talked about your music?
Just 2.
I know she doesn't talk about it. She downplays it.
I was in a blues band for a really long time, like a roots blues band. I've been in rock bands. I'm a backup singer in bands and bass player. You should come to my house. I just have a cool keyboard over there. And
what? You're blowing my mind right now. Sandro, don't tell me you play music too.
I mean, I mess around on drums. I have a cajon. Yeah, I'm good with beats, but I don't really, I don't do it professionally.
You got the cajones.
I got the cajones to play.
Gugoots. Beto.
Yeah.
Stupid. I'm trying to bring it back to the
beats.
They're not
I got
all
the beats. Yeah,
the beats.
Beats.
Beats by Gugoots.
Yes, that's what it is.
I would wear
the
those.
Beats by Gugoots. Nice.
It's all inside stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If they want to know about it, too bad.
I do hashtag you Guido Gugoots when I put these things out because it's got more traction than we do at this moment. So
it's got tires. They say it's got legs.
It's got legs, just like your drink with the. Mixing it with
legs.
The wine.
That's what this means. I think this is the universal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Grand Marnier or the wine.
Yeah.
All right. So you're using cinnamon, which is fantastic for you. And your green tea. I'm going to try that because I have a really good matcha too right now that my sister gave me, and I'm going to put a little cinnamon in there. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a good move.
And then focus on protein, fiber, and your healthier snacks. Let's see. Here's a good thing that it's mentioning. Once you cut back on sugar for a while, and you may have not noticed this, I know you have, is that after a while, things seem too sweet when you go back.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Especially after having like the protein bar you make. Mm-hmm. If I have anything else that's too much, it's like, wow, this is a little overload. Like if you go from Diet Coke to regular Coke, that's what happened to me. I was like, oh, this is almost too much. And then I went back to Diet Coke thinking I was doing something really good for myself.
You did?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, well, I'm not having that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just having like 400 chemicals.
Yeah, it's fine.
I, right before I made this gluten-free switch, I was getting boxes of Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I love Pop-Tarts.
They're
the cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
yeah.
And I was like fiending. I couldn't get enough.
Gluten-free?
No,
before gluten-free.
Okay. And then, so now I've been off Pop-Tarts for a couple weeks. And, and the other day there's this place down the street that does vegan and gluten-free stuff. And I tried their gluten-free cake and it was just too decadent.
Too sweet?
It was just too sweet. Yeah. I was just like, what the hell is in this thing? I mean, I thought it was tasty. The first bite was tasty. Second bite was like, this is a lot of sugar. Third bite was like, I'm eating too much sugar.
Your mouth is almost like burns in your mouth after a while.
Too much. Yeah, I could barely finish it.
That's how tolerant you were though of sugar before.
Yeah.
That you calloused your mouth and now it's like, oh, what's that?
It's too much. Yeah. It was too rich. But it was good. I mean, but it was just too much. Yeah.
Just one bite is enough, really.
Yeah.
How come they don't just sell bites of cake? They sell slice of pizza. Why can't I just a bite of cake?
These are cake pops.
Cake pops.
Yeah.
Nice. That reminds me of my father, though. He's not around anymore. So thanks a lot. That's what I used to call my dad. Cake pops.
Cake pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, the high blood sugar.
So if you stop eating sugar, you're also going to notice that your skin's probably going to look brighter and clearer. You're going to have obviously fewer breakouts, less puffiness. You're going to have better elasticity. You're going to have less dark circles, as we talked about.
Yep.
Redness is going to start fading, just like if you stop drinking. And obviously you're going to have more energy and you'll sleep better. So honestly, it really only takes about 2 weeks before all those benefits start to happen.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know, this all coincides with my lifestyle overhaul because I've been working on sleep. I've been working on myself and trying to get more energy and focus.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, what a timely episode, really. I've been trying to sleep early. The last episode, if you want to go back for reference, you can use this.
Oh, the glutathione episode.
Yeah, the glutathione episode. I was here and I was talking about like how I feel like I think I have ADHD. I have all these symptoms and stuff.
Right.
And I was seeking professional help. I guess this is a follow-up to that.
Yeah,
please do.
I went to a psychiatrist because I have the state insurance. I didn't think I could afford insurance and I can't. So I get it free through the state, which you can do if you don't have any money. And I just didn't put any of this together. I didn't know that I could see a psychiatrist, up until recently. And so after a few visits, they were like, you know what, it just sounds like you're really like lacking sleep. You need, a big part of the lack of focus is just like your sleeping is shit. And I'm like, well, they didn't say that, but it was like you have terrible sleeping habits and you're not able to focus because you're eating bad and your sleep is bad. That's mainly what they said.
Yeah.
And I've just been working on that over the past couple months and I feel like there has been improvement and like just also what I'm eating, what I'm taking in.
The less sleep you get to, the worse just decisions you're making with your food because your body's like, oh, okay, I'm up at 5 a.m. and I just went to bed at 2. I'm going to have some donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels okay. Your brain is like, it's tricked into thinking that it's okay. So the sleeping hygiene is really important.
Yeah. That's one of the first things that my therapist asks if I go off like on a day where I'm like just angry about something or something happens. And the first thing she says is like, how are you sleeping? Are you eating enough? Are you drinking enough? Are you hydrated? Like the basic things that and I just took for granted or just been like, oh, that doesn't affect anything. What I eat doesn't affect anything. I'm just it all just changes everything. It changes how you eat. It changes how you sleep. Everything affects everything. Sleep affects the food. Food affects your sleep, your mood. Constantly, you don't have enough water. You get cranky. You have blood sugar. Or
you look crappy and you feel bad about yourself.
I get headaches. Yeah. If I'm dehydrated, I feel like really run down,
Mhm.
yeah, it's easy to get just, you know, in a sour state.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of yourself.
I used to think just like, oh, food is fuel, it's energy, or we're just told that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it just doesn't really matter what you put
Yeah.
in, as long as you get something,
That's what I thought.
you know, get some carbs going just for the mood or whatever. But now it's
Rick has had it. He's had it.
I've had it. I'm hacking up all sorts of detritus. But the quality of the fuel that you're putting in is what is, you know, really gonna help the rest of your day.
Yeah.
It sets you up.
Yeah.
Because you having more energy. I don't rely on coffee as much. I do like my caffeine.
Mhm.
I like my zero energy drinks, or my zero energy drinks, my zero sugar drinks.
That's what the problem is.
Celsius.
Yeah, you got the wrong ones.
So yeah, I got
Extra sugar, no
yeah,
energy,
extra
yeah.
sugar. No, the Celsius for you can bleep it out, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, I like my energy drinks. What can I say?
Yeah, man.
But outside of that, you know, I feel like I've been eating a lot healthier. So
I want to check in with you in like another 3 months. We'll have you back.
if I can defeat these energy drinks, then
That would be fantastic.
I'll
We'll
be
talk about that. We'll talk
unstoppable,
about
yeah.
caffeine and whatever
I
you
might,
want.
Run the LA Marathon. I don't know.
Why not?
Why
You
not?
never know.
That's something that's always been in the back of my head. But I was like,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Rick, you should do
Who's
it
gonna-
then.
Should I do it?
Yes,
Or you gonna-
absolutely.
maybe 2028.
No, when's the next one?
register. I don't know.
For the Olympics, you go to the Olympics?
Oh,
No,
I
no,
thought
yeah,
you were
LA
going to
Marathon.
Olympics. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the LA
Yeah,
Marathon.
the marathon,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Paralympics, maybe.
Oh, like the parachuting?
The I don't know. There's not a good way to say.
Can we get him a cookie? Can you get him a cookie, please?
Yeah.
He's winding down.
Yeah. I think I
so
exploded.
funny.
I erupted, and now I'm just like, ugh, I'm settling back down. Yeah,
I dig it.
Well, we'll check back with you on that.
yeah.
So this is cool. I'm glad this all kind of really worked out, and just the timing of it was really perfect. And
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you were able to come back and hang out with us because we just love you so much. And
I love to be here. I
we
love
want to
man.
adopt you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can't have our own children, so we want you to
Yeah.
come stay with us.
But adopt me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will.
I want to hang out with you guys more. I want to eat.
Absolutely,
for
I
sure.
want
yeah.
to eat these protein bars.
You will,
Dude.
yes.
Come hang with the cats and eat the protein bars.
Yeah.
They're really good. Yeah.
I'll show you the matcha that I have. The one that you probably have is better. I
Just
bet.
because my sister buys expensive things, but I'm interested in yours because I can afford to buy it.
Is it the ceremonial grade matcha?
Probably,
Like,
it's from Japan.
that's
and
a
all that.
buzzword.
Oh, really?
now,
Ceremonial?
like all the high quality matcha is ceremonial
Oh,
grade.
okay.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. It's
Mine
good.
is just regular organic. It's $11.
I'm sure it's delicious, though.
It's delicious. It is.
Yeah.
With the little cinnamon on top.
Oh yeah, with the
Yeah, yeah.
cinnamon, yes.
Like a little, whenever I think of cinnamon, I always think of horchata.
Yeah.
With like that thing, I was like, oh, that must be
Horchata.
like a kind of like that.
You can make
flavor.
your own horchata, by the way, with just like a drop of stevia, almond milk, cinnamon, boom.
You've
'Cause
done, yes, you've done
Horchata
that.
is rice milk.
Right, but
Yeah.
you can do it with almond milk too. I mean, it
Sure.
tastes the same.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
rice-
bet,
yeah,
I bet,
rice milk.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to go because we were like,
Yeah.
this is going to be a longie. But
Okay.
we didn't talk about anything superfluous in this one. We just were like pretty much on topic the whole time.
Normally we're superfluous, and not being fluous is pretty good.
Mm-mm,
Yeah,
we're unfluous.
I dig it.
Yeah. Well,
Where can people find you? Where's your physical address? And what's your social medias?
3, 7, 2, 1, 8. You guys aren't gonna get that, but we were counting before the
Exactly.
show
you're
started.
still not going to get it.
Yeah, you're still not gonna get it. I'll be at Nikki and Sandra's place,
Mhm.
so find me there. We're gonna be eating protein bars.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, great.
All right, yeah.
All right.
We'll put your email address at the bottom and any pertinent information you like. Yeah, it's a fun episode. There's so much stuff here we could talk about that
I know.
when you come back
I think there's
again,
more, yeah.
we'll get to this and then we'll find out what your update is.
Mhm. We'll do some before and after photos of your face, maybe too,
Yes,
from the different
please.
podcasts.
Do I present thin?
you do
Yes, you
present
do.
thin.
You read thin. Yes.
Yeah.
Present like a
2
baboon.
weeks of cutting back. that's how quickly your skin starts responding.
Same with cigarettes, by the way. It's not doesn't take very long.
I'm just reading the prompt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you're really good. I believe
you're very prompt at it. You did it right
Nice.
away. Yeah, it didn't take you long.
Did you take impromptu classes?
Okay, so you guys.
I revolted.
Nice. See? Perfect
yes.
circle.
Perfect. I love it. All right. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot the callback. All right. Well, thanks for the blueberries. Thanks for being here. And we love you so much. And please subscribe to us. It's free. So, you don't have to watch it. Just subscribe to it and make comments on it. And we love you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.